Hey everyone, so I want to continue on the series I started a couple months ago where I was going section by section of my planner and showing how I set up the sections and how I plan in those sections. So I already did my master plan, which is here at the front of my planner, and I'll link that video above. So these are just like my goals and planning routines. And then I did skip the yearly section because it's such a smaller section, but I'll come back to that. And I did the monthly section as well, and I'll link that video above. So now we're on the weekly section. So right when I go to my weekly tab, it's just this blank note paper where I put a bunch of sticky notes. All these sticky notes are for meal planning, mainly dinners. And so what I do is, as I'm trying out new recipes with my family, if they like the recipes, I'll write it on a sticky note, and then each week I'll put the sticky note on the days of the week to plan out our meals for the week. So since we just started a new month, we have all of these meals that I can plan into our weeks, and then once we use that recipe or got that takeout, I put it here on the back side. So that way I don't repeat recipes or repeat takeout too much, because then we get tired of it. So my goal is to have around 30 meal ideas here. So then at the beginning of each month, I just had to pull from these sticky notes to plan out the week's dinners. And then the only other thing I have in this section are my weekly inserts. So I keep 1 month's worth of weekly inserts in here. So this is for this past week. So the first page of my weekly insert is this Monday through Sunday. And here's where I do meal planning. So I put the sticky notes here for dinner. But then I do try to log what I eat for like breakfast, lunch, and then one of the reasons I put our dinners on sticky notes because they're sometimes changing depending on our schedules. So once we have that dinner, I write it in, and then I move the sticky note to this page I was just showing you guys. And then this is the main spread. So this is actually this current week. Today's the 7th. And I keep it pretty simple. I use some colored transparent dots, but mainly that's it. So I have a vertical layout Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday is stacked. It's split up into rows. So this is my calendar, like holidays, days off, birthdays, and stuff like that. Also any appointments, play dates, and stuff like that. And then this row is for personal tasks, this row is for work tasks, and this row is for miscellaneous. So I like to put any orders or mail I'm expecting and any shows that we're going to watch for the week. And then on the stacked days, I try to do that same kind of order, even though I just have this small space. And then on the back page, I just have some to-do lists of things that I'm not sure what day of the week I'm going to do them, because sometimes it just depends on outside factors. So I have a section for personal, business, and any errands I need to run. And that's it. That's all I have in the weekly section. So today I'm going to take out a blank spread so I can plan my week, and I always follow my master plan. So here's my weekly planning. So I get my page marker just in case I need to be flipping around, then I can easily come back to this. So I'm gonna follow this step by step to plan my week. Okay, so the first thing I do is just put my dates in. So this is starting Monday, July 8th. And then here you could see the first things I do are check the calendar. So my own personal Google Calendar, my husband's work calendar. And then right now, since we're on summer break, I don't need to do this step, which is check the school calendars. So I'll just check these two calendars, and I have it here on my iPad. So the first thing, I know my husband has a series of trainings this week. So I'm gonna put that right at the top. And when there's things that are kind of like bigger things I want to note, then that's when I use my transparent dots. So for personal, I use Ecru. Get out my tweezer. And then when there's a series of days, I like to use these transparent thin strips just so I can see at a glance what's happening. So let me grab my ruler and cutter. And then because these are transparent, I can kind of see underneath how long I need. And then it goes through Thursday, so I'll just use one of these shorter ones. Okay, and then my daughter has her first hip hop class, that's at 6. So the way I like to do these in order, whatever's like a whole day type of thing, I put at the top, and then I do morning, afternoon, and evening, just so when I look at it, I could get a sense of what time of day things are happening. And then on Thursday, she has lyrical, and this one's at 4. And then on Friday, my husband has the day off. On Saturday, it's my friend's birthday, so I'll mark that with a transparent dot. My husband also has an event at 7. And then on Sunday, we have church at 11. So that's it for my calendar section. So then I go to my weekly tasks, which are these ones, my weekly recurring tasks. Here I have all my personal recurring tasks, my business recurring tasks, and then these are my goals for posting on social media. I'm gonna just enter those things here. So like I said, this second row is for personal. So on Mondays, it's my friends and family. And all I do here is write friends and family. And then when the day comes, I can turn to my routines. And then here is my friends and family plan. So that's certain things I do every Monday. And then on Tuesday is my wellness project. So what I do is I go to my month calendar, and here are my projects for the month. So here at number 1 is my wellness project, and it's continuing to work on building up our meal planning. I'm continuing to work on that every week this month. And then on Wednesdays is personal project. The personal project is, first of all, my daughter's 16th birthday, and then more towards the end of the month, starting to get ready for back to school. So here, I'm just gonna put my daughter's birthday because back to school will be later on. And then on Thursday is school's projects and stuff. I don't have much going on for school since they're on break, but maybe I do need to check in on them for their reading, their summer reading, to make sure they're on track. And then Friday is kind of like a free day. I try to keep it Fun Friday, which is just like hanging out, getting a treat, stuff like that. So for now, I'll leave that part blank. And then Saturday is home projects. So I try to have the girls do their chores that day. And then I also do some zone cleaning. So it's for this week, and the zone I'm supposed to be working on is zone 2. So here I'll put chores and zone 2. And then on Sunday is weekly reset. And again, I just write that on my calendar, but here in my routines, I have everything I do for the weekly reset. So the reason why I do it that way is just to save myself some writing. All I have to do is write, for example, reset, and then when it comes time to do that, all I have to do is reference this list. So I don't have to keep rewriting this list every single week. So that's all the personal items. And then for the business items, on Mondays, I try to do admin. And then on Tuesday is blog posts. And then Wednesdays is for either new releases or updating my affiliate pages like my Amazon storefront. So this week I do have new releases, which is our sub extras. So on Wednesday I'll prep those. And then on Thursday is filming a video. And on Friday is filming shorts. I try to keep Saturday and Sunday open, especially since it's pretty busy doing home stuff on Saturday and Sunday, just preparing for the new week. But it never fails that whatever I didn't finish from the week, I try to finish up on Saturday and Sunday, but I try to leave that blank to start out with, so I won't add anything to these days. And then I want to add social media posts. So for content, I use my taupe transparent dots. So on Mondays, I want to post some shorts. Tuesday, post a video. Wednesday, more shorts. Thursday, our email newsletter. Friday, releases. Saturday, product photos. And Sunday, video. So I just entered all of these items on my weekly recurring tasks, and that's that. So then next I check my monthly calendar. So what's going on this week? So I already put in zone 2 cleaning. I'm trying to experiment with batching videos, so this would be a filming week. The only other thing is closing subs on the 14th. So here on the 14th, okay, so I basically finished all these tasks, and then here are our dates. Artist date is just basically me time, a date with my husband and a date with my family, which will be tricky because my husband and actually my daughter is part of this training won't be available Monday through Thursday. Oh, we might have a family date this day since my husband's off work. So because I'm not sure if everyone's going to be up to going out that day, I like to use removable labels so I can, reschedule. Okay, so those are all the dates. And the next is planning meals, checking upcoming mail and upcoming shows. So I don't think I'm expecting any mail. And then shows. I don't know if I showed you guys this before. I use this app called Next Episode, and it has all my favorite shows. So I save my shows here at the bottom, and then I click what's next, and it shows me what shows are coming up. House of the Dragon, and the other ones are still upcoming in the coming months. So I'm not putting down House of the Dragon because we've been watching it just sporadically. What I really use that for is if one of our favorite shows is having its season premiere or something, then I'll note it here. And then the other thing was planning meals. So like I mentioned before, I have this list of meal ideas, and then I also look at what's going on. So since my husband and my other daughter have things going on all this week, I just had to plan meals for me and my youngest daughter, so that changes things up a bit. We're easy, and especially when it's just us two, I tend to take it easy that week and not have to really cook as much, or just cook things that are super easy. I like to cook meals that last 2 days, so I'm putting the sticky note to cover like this one Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday and Thursday. So then on Friday, it'll be all 4 of us. So I think we'll do, everyone liked creamy chicken, Tuscan pasta, and I need one more. I'll do 2 of the meals that we have already tried and I know that everyone likes. And then we try to do 1 new recipe. So I'll put a blank one here for a new recipe to try. So I'll go ahead and think about this and research off camera so you guys don't have to sit here with me while I try to figure it out. But I have my placeholders there. And then on the back here, I put those 3 categories. So this is personal, biz, and errands. So like I mentioned, these are for things that I don't have scheduled into the week, either because I'm not sure what day they're going on or because it depends on an outside factor that I'm waiting on. So right now I can't think of any personal or business yet, but for errands, I know I have to do Amazon returns. I have to go to UPS, for returns. I had to do a Target return, and I think that's it for now. So the only other thing is to clean up my laptop desktop, and so a lot of times when I'm working throughout the week, it gets filled with files and I just dump them into the folders they need to go into. But yeah, I basically completed this whole planning routine and I'm all set up for the week. And I'll just pop this back into my planner right behind the current week. So yeah, that is how I plan my week every week. This is pretty much the whole process. Pretty simple and easy. I keep it very minimal and functional here in my personal size planner. Thank you so much for planning with me today, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.